Here he is, the living legend.
This man saw Blind Lemon Jefferson play. He's from the Mississippi Delta, which became the center of the country blues. But he had a surprising variety of musical influences.
Born in 1915 in Shaw, Mississippi, the Mr. David Honeyboy Edwards.
You all ready for the blues?
There was no radio or record player at first in his home on the plantation. He started learning music the traditional way from his parents.
You know, he told me, baby, you know. Well, so many times. My mother used to play a harmonica. My dad, he played the guitar and violin. He played both of them. And they would play a little bit of stuff we're doing now. Stagger Lee, stuff like that.
Stagger Lee was a man, or Stagger Lee was a bad man.
My dad and mother played Stagger Lee and way when I was a little bitty boy. And that's an old song, that song older than I is. Some nights I used to sit down and be playing the guitar. My father be laying down in the bed, listening at me. He was hanging behind here listening. And I'd play one tune so long. He said, boy, said, don't you know another tune to play? He said, get in another key. I've been playing one so long, you get tired of listening. I want to know a lot when I started, so I went to music stores and drugstores and things and bought music books and look up and see what I was doing. So if I play with a band or something like that, I'd know what key that I'm playing in.
So the music didn't just come from the ground, it came from hard graft. People were learning from books as well as from each other. When Honeyboy was 13, his family got their first record player, and he played in public for the first time. A dance was just getting started on the plantation when one of these newfangled machines broke down. Suddenly, there was no music.
One guy said, little Honeyboy, he can play guitar pretty good, so let's go and ask his father, can he play something for us? He came over to my father's house, I said, it's about 9:30 that night. And asked Mr. Henry, can Honey go there and play some music for us? Papa said, I don't care, he can go if he wants to. The house was crowded. And I started playing the guitar for the people. Every time I get sleepy, they'd pour some whiskey in my throat, wake me up, make me feel like playing some more.
Soon, Honeyboy was being hired to play at white dances too, where blues was not on the menu.
We'd play like Coming Round the Mountain, Blue Moon, Sophisticated Lady, Stars Fell in Alabama, all that, and waltz, we'd play waltz, yeah. You did do the waltz, you know.
Charlie Patton was already a big regional star in Honeyboy's childhood. He's seen as the ultimate deep Delta bluesman. But as well as doing shows for blacks, even he sang ballads and played at white square dances.
European and African music mixtures have made American music what it is. White people are influenced by black music a lot, and black people also have taken on a lot of white harmonic and melodic, I guess you have to call it language, really.
Well, Fate, how you and your little widder getting along by now?
Oh, boy, fine, fine.
In the 1920s, radio and phonograph companies were competing fiercely to get their machines into people's houses. As a child, Slim Bryant joined the rest of the South in hearing all kinds of music when his family got their first radio.
We played a long time ago on that Fiddler's Convention record, you know.
We listened to WSM, Grand Ole Opera.
I just learned a new tune.
Good, let's go.
listen to whatever they had on because it was such a novelty. The people across the street had a record player, and they had jazz records, and that influenced me, my playing too, I'll tell you that.
Slim learned the European language from his parents, old Irish songs and poetry, but the language of the blues was delivered to his doorstep.
The ice man that delivered ice to my house, we didn't have a refrigerator, he played guitar. He was a black man. And when he would come to our house, we'd get the guitar out and let him play and sing. In the Pines, I heard that song when I was 5 or 6 years old.
Black girl, where will you go? I'm gone where the cold wind blows. You called me to weep, and you called me to mourn. You called me to leave my home.
He was good on the blues. Loved him.
So Slim learned firsthand from a black man a song he would rearrange and copyright later. Songs passed on by word of mouth were now being written down and sold on records.
In the pines where the sun never shines, and you shiver when the cold wind blows. Darling, little darling, what have I done that's made you treat me so?
Knocking that door out there.
That's me.
Hello, Roy. How you getting along?
Hello, Charlie. It looks like you're having some music around here.
Yes, boy. Have you got your guitar with you?
I reckon I have got it.
Boy, I suppose we had a little tune here. All right.
Charlie Poole could scarcely read and write, but was a modernizer. Music was his way out of the cotton mills.
Charlie Poole always wore these blue serge suits. They did not dress shabbily with straw sticking out of their hair. They dressed nicely, you know. They wanted to be taken seriously as musicians.
My oldest brother played with him. He used to tell all kind of tales about Charlie Poole. He would cut a complete flip over the chair and sit down and right back and never miss a lick on his banjo. And he was one of the best dancers we had ever laid eyes on.
Some people have called this millbilly music, because there were so many mill workers who were involved in it.
Charlie had started work in the cotton mills in North Carolina at the age of 9.
About a third of all people who worked in the cotton mills in 1900 were children under 15 years old, some as young as 5. And this is the mill crew. And if you look at the front row of mill workers here, there's not a man I would wanted to have tangled with. My dad used to tell me Charlie had cat eyes. He had these gray eyes, and Daddy said he had a very piercing look. He had like a 100-yard stare. You know, when he looked at you, you paid attention to what he had to say. He was a descendant of Irish immigrants. I know we have the stereotypical Irishman who's supposed to drink and ramble and tell stories and sing songs. Well, Charlie did all of that. Yeah, and fight. He loved to fight.
Keep on a song to make me sing. Your daddy was a monkey and your mom was a me. Oh, Lord, honey, take a thing off me.
This was a decade of prohibition. Men like Charlie would make moonshine whiskey and run it north across state lines.
On Friday nights, they'd gather in a mill house, and Charlie would get in the middle, and the dancers would dance. And it was like a catharsis for them, having worked hard in the mills. You know, and I've had people tell me Charlie would play till the sun came up. Thank you, Bill. I enjoyed that. That was a hoot.
You talking to me? No, you ain't talking to me. He fed me good, but he can't cut wood, and you ain't talking to me.
The mill company in the 1890s would send recruiters into the mountains to hire people to come work in the mills, because this would be cheap labor. So the mill companies would print up little brochures with pictures of the houses and this kind of idyllic kind of life.